Greetings, Cancerians. This is Damien with HK Readings Healing Culture Tarot, and I'm here to do a bonus for December 2019. This will be for my Cancerians by Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter, so stay tuned to see if any of the messages resonate for you, if you have Cancer in any of those alignments. Crosswatchers, you are welcome. I will be reading from the perspective of the Cancer. The Cancer or the Crosswatcher can take the story as it applies to them, because sometimes the situations may be inverse. What I'm reading for could be from the Crosswatcher's perspective, that the Cancer's done to them. That will be for some of you who are watching, because I will draw in your energy. It's okay. This will be my last reading for you guys as far as 2019. The next reading that I do will be in 2020. It will be your January monthly. So I'm excited to see what we've got for you. I'm going to be pulling from the Golden Tarot here, as well as likely, if I need to, getting a message from Goddess Guidance. But, however, I pulled a card here from the Crystal Wisdom Oracle. And what we have here is number 34, Moldavite. So to get into the energy of Moldavite and what that represents, let's go. So initially, we're talking about a huge metamorphosis, right? You're experiencing a lot of changes here. And it might put some of you in a very sensitive state of being. So you need to watch out for anything as far as reaping seeds of bad karma, okay? Because when you think about, one of the analogies I like to paint is like the caterpillar to the butterfly. It's a very sensitive time during that metamorphosis and transformation that, you have to watch who you're around, what you're allowing into your life, any substances that maybe in taking that could be impairing your judgments, anything like that, because this is just huge, okay? What you're essentially doing, or what the universe is guiding you to do, is detach from mundane issues, because you just don't have time for that shit anymore. What I'm sensing is, Cancers, you really don't have time for the mundane bullshit anymore. Small things you don't have time for anymore. I'm already resonating with this reading as I am a Mars in Cancer and Venus in Cancer. I don't read for Mars, but that energy does apply in certain aspects, but mostly work and things like that, and leadership, and that the things that deal with emperor, masculine energy. But with the Venus in Cancer, I can totally resonate with this already. Dramatic changes are going to happen in fertility and good fortune await. So basically, it's also like some Wheel of Fortune energy where you just see things shifting because of the energy you've been putting out, what you've been desiring to go towards, what you've been desiring to get away from. All of those things are manifesting. So make sure you continue to move forward and that you don't look back. But basically, you're just not worried about the bullshit anymore. So since this is a love reading, what I am intuiting, Cancer, is that people who may be trying to come back to you and talk to you are finally showing interest, or new people who are coming in and expressing interest. I feel like, what's that saying? Don't write checks that your ass can't cash, or something like that. I'm feeling like that's the whole mentality that you're behind right now. You're not necessarily giving, it's not that you're not giving chances to people, but you're not making it easy. You're very understanding of your worth and your value, and anybody who tries to come into your life, and this could even be on a friend level or a familial level, people who are trying to come back in or reconcile. It's okay. So, the Cancer is not repeating any of these cycles that have been detrimental to their growth. So what's going to be different? You're looking at people and wondering what's going to be different. Okay? What's going to be different? Somebody has to excite you. Speak to your heart. Speak to your mind. Speak to all of these things that are essentially what you're looking for. You're not settling anymore, and it's such a beautiful energy. And not to say that, you were settling before in a bad way, but when you are able to see the love and light in everyone, it allows you to make certain decisions. And right now you have more of a cynical and realistic discernment of people and what they can contribute to you, because deep down, even though some people's it's a little further down than others, we all have a pure heart, or at least it's how we started on this journey. Let's go ahead and see what Golden Tarot has to say about all of this, but so far, so fucking good. Let's see. Liking this American boy. So we got 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Messages for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter as it pertains to this bonus reading. Universe, what do you want them to know? This was a flipper, okay? Huh, this is exactly what the fuck I just said. Okay, look, let's just stop right here because I don't want to miss any messages as they come. So I do freestyle spreads and I can, you know, sense where the energy is supposed to align based on just whatever, you know. We as readers do that. Y'all who are readers and light workers, y'all know how this goes. It's the same thing because I know many of y'all do that as creatives who don't necessarily go by tradition. But we got the 10 of Wands here and we've got the 4 of Wands here. Now, I am a practitioner and follower of Ifa. Many of you might be familiar with Ifa. It's the Western African belief system out of the Yoruba region, where even if you haven't heard of Ifa, there are a lot of deities that you may be familiar with, like Oshun, Yemaya, Ogun, Eshu, aka Elegua, if we're talking Santeria, so on and so forth. Now, one thing that we do on a divination board is, like when we cast on a divination board, you have the 4 quadrants, right? You have a horizontal quadrant, and you have a vertical quadrant, and then of course, well, like 2 lines, and then you have these 4 quadrants that are formed from the intersection, right? But in essence, what I've learned as far as why in tarot we consider the left side to be the past, the right to be the future, the central to be the present, and so forth, is because it's all designed off of these spiritual understandings. So like, for example, when we're casting on a divination board in Ifa, on an Opan as it's called, when we look to the left and we talk about that energy, that's energy that's leaving, energy that is of the past, energy that's going and fleeting, so to speak. And then we have the energy that's coming in that moves from the right, you know, just like when you read from left to right, what's coming in is the information that you're gaining as you read these sentences, right? Just for example. So it's so interesting to see the 10 of Wands and the 4 of Wands here on the sides of the Moldavite that they are, because, you know, I feel like many of you have had like life force sucked out of you for so long and you're just ready to put the burden down. And, you know, you've accepted your responsibilities for the things that you've allowed. But at the same time, what you want with this 4 of Wands, you want energies that are going to be committed, that are going to make you happy. That's really about putting together the building blocks and not only letting passion drive you, but stability drive you, okay? I feel like the happiness that you seek, again, you're not compromising as you did before. With all of the weight, each of these wands representative or indicative of all of the energies that you've taken on that have taught you but weren't still giving you what you want. You know what I mean? Like, we have unfortunate situations that are meant to teach us. So you understand the lessons that there were to learn, but you also know where to not put your energy, where you're doing most of the work, where you're carrying most of the weight, where you're attributing most of the efforts. You're just been there, fucking done that. That could almost be the title of this video. Been there, done that. Like, you're just so fucking over it. And with clear and precise decisions on where you want to go, I just see things moving so rapidly forward for you. And again, like I said, what you don't want, you know, you're manifesting out of your life. This way, to the left, this 10 of Wands, burdensome type energy. And this is all relative to passions. We're talking about the wands, and what we have on the right is what you want to bring into your life. Okay, and like I said, you're going to get both of these. What you want to push out is leaving, and what you want to bring in is coming. So understand that true commitment and dedication from people's romantic and you know, on the philos level, on the brotherly, sisterly, friend level, it's all coming to you. And I feel like, you know, you might even be reconnecting with old good friends that you've been out of touch with for a while, and that's a part of people who are coming back into who are coming into your life. It's not all about the new people, okay? It's just about reestablishing the good connections that you've had when life has led y'all into different places. And it's new people as well. But what you're getting rid of is all of those people who, even when you were around and involved with these people on this side here that were good, you might have known some of these people, and there's a huge bridge and a divide. You see what I'm saying? Like, all right, so these are the people that I can let come back in, and this is fine, and this is cool. And these are the ones that I have to get rid of, even if, you know, some of these people, you know, were interchangeable in the times that I've known them in my life. As far as like, you know, when I look back, I knew some rad people that I hadn't talked to for a while since that moment, and some shit ass people that I had to get out. And I've noticed that other good people are coming back into my life, like solid, beautiful fucking friends. Just got RSVP'd for a beautiful couple, you know, like friend couple of mine's wedding. And it's so great because I love them so much. But, you know, one was working on her teacher's, you know, her degree in education, and, you know, her, you know, soon-to-be husband was doing his thing, and now they're coming back. So you're really just bringing back all of the happiness and attracting new happiness while getting rid of all of those others who were shit. Because I had mutual friends with some of those people that I don't fuck with anymore because they were burdensome, or that knew people that I've dated in the past and they were burdensome. And it's a real fine line of who's going to be in your life and fit in your circle, okay? But outside of this, with all the good people coming back, I do see that the love that you were attracting is someone new. I can already tell that the people that may be trying to come back, even if they're on their shit, even if they're on their good shit and they want to do right by you and change the game, change the narrative of their associations with you, I don't feel like you are dealing with that. You are all about the new when it comes to love and romance in that particular way. Reconnecting with the old, you know, beautiful friends to engage in a higher, more profound level of dealing is one thing. But when it comes to who you're going to love, I feel like you're only allowing new people in, because those that you were romantic with before, it's like you've already seen who they are, you've seen their true colors, and it's like even if they had enough time to change, that experience is done. If I put a quarter in the fucking, you know, Pac-Man machine, and I'm winning, you know, I'm shooting my shot, I got this, next level, and then I hit that one wrong move and I lose that life, I can't go back to that point. I can't replay that moment where I go left and up and get the last 2 pellets before the ghost gets me. I can't do that shit. And basically that's how you're operating. You're operating on that, well, you had the chance, this is not what happened, so time to move on. What is coming in for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What is coming in for Cancer? Please give me 3 golden tarot cards, and we're going to wrap this up here with some goddess guidance. Oh, like I said. Okay, we got the Queen of Swords, the 3 of Cups, and the Hermit. So you're definitely stepping into your truth and speaking your truth as you take this transformative period. Like I said, caterpillar to the butterfly, right? What is the imagery that we have here in the Queen of Swords here? Got the butterfly there. So you are definitely in a metamorphosis where you are just so strong. You're not letting anybody gaslight you, guilt trip you, any of that shit, make you feel bad. I miss you so much. Why won't you talk to me? Why can't you be with me? None of that shit. You're not here for it. And what I think is, as far as what's coming in for you in love, you understand that the relationship that you seek is coming, as the universe says. But right now you're worrying about cultivating, you know, you're worrying about cultivating your environment to be exactly what you need it to be to invite that person in. So there's celebrations, fun, parties, merriment. Like I said, for the example that I gave of RSVPing to my friend's wedding, what you were doing is just worrying about happiness, spending time with friends and family, people that you care about that are good for you, and you're building your mental and emotional health. I think that's what you're focused on right now. And in all of the going within that you've done has allowed you to know what to do to take the next step. So, ooh, interesting. I feel like many of you Cancers may be going towards a certain person pretty soon here, and I feel like this is going to carry into the first half of January. You're going to have your eyes set on somebody, and that's who you're going to move forward with, but you're going to make sure that reciprocity is given. This is somebody that you might meet at a party. This is someone who has definitely been waiting for you. Oh, shit. Okay. These fell too. This is someone who's definitely been, you know, looking to attract you as much as you've been looking to attract them. And I feel like answers are just coming to you, and it's a very, very beautiful thing. We got Vesta, home. Like I said, your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in occupants. So when we talk about, you know, building up your environment, your bubble, your space, it's totally improving, and blessings are coming in that way. Past life card, the golden opportunity card, and Lakshmi, bright future. So as you're gonna have, what I can tell from these three cards as it ties with home, you know, for those of you who aren't necessarily going to find somebody that you want to entertain or pursue or open yourself up to, you're going to come into a lot of options, but these options are going to be indicative of everything that you're doing here and now. So it's good that you're not rushing things. It's good that you're being patient. It's good that you're not forcing things, because before you've had options and it seems as though you were picking between the lesser of evils, I feel like soon you're going to be very overwhelmed with the quality and options that you have. Many of you will have 3 individuals to pick from. Many of you may have more. I definitely see 3 individuals that you'll be choosing from. And it's going to be hard because they're all fantastic and they're all going to have different qualities, okay?